Hey, it's Cheese Potato here. So as you probably already know, yesterday was the apparent reveal of Call of Duty 2020, which ended up as a 4.5-hour Easter egg hunt, leaving us with more questions than we started with. Oh, and of course who else to solve an Easter egg than the Easter egg masters themselves, the Zombies community.
My man John just got a family of 4, bro. My man got sent the Shutterstock images, bro.
With that said, while yesterday didn't confirm anything for us, one thing it did was build a metric fuck ton of hype for the next game. Sitting watching the community come together like this, seeing loads of the OG Zombies YouTubers together, having multiple live streams pulled up at once, digging through Wikipedia articles for anything that could help with the hunt, even watching chess games of all things. All of that and we're left with nothing but a TV, a date and a time. August 14th, 12 o'clock. But no time zone. Thanks, Treyarch. Good to see you looking out for our sleeping patterns. Oh, and did I mention it's not even over? Well, it's been shown that the TV will be showing a video. According to Noah J456, the TV will simply be the next step in the hunt. What a way to hype us up though, and it's clear to see it worked. Anyway, with so much hype flowing through me, it got me thinking about what I actually want from the next game, and I think I had a pretty cool idea that I haven't seen thrown around yet, so I'm going to share that with you today. If there's one thing we can be almost certain about the next game, is that it will be set in the Cold War. Not only were there leaks for this some time ago, but a lot of yesterday's reveal hinted heavily towards the Cold War, from 1950s projectors to hints of nuclear weapons, and finally a famous Cold War chess game. While technically not confirmed yet, I'd be ludicrously surprised if there wasn't at least some ties to the Cold War. This all sounds great. I think another Cold War Black Ops game could be quite fun, but there is one thing that worries me. Zombies has a problem. The EVA storyline has been waiting to end for too long. I personally even think that maybe it should have been ended back in Black Ops 2 7 years ago, but along came Origins and boom, new universe, same story. As much as I loved Black Ops 3, and as much as I think the reimagined versions of our beloved characters are amazing, relatable, and of course have much deeper personalities, I don't think it should have ever happened. But it gets worse. Revelations should have been the ending. I think most people expected that Revelations would be the ending, but psych, things happened and now finally Black Ops 4 has put the EVA storyline to rest. That, however, leaves Zombies with a bit of a dilemma. What now? Whoa, no. I see you typing there. Chaos, stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'd rather them add another fucking universe to the EVA storyline than them even considering continuing the Chaos storyline. The way Chaos was handled in Black Ops 4 was just, I can't. It's a mess and I don't want to get into it in this video, maybe some other time. But if they shouldn't bring back either of the two storylines, what next? Now, most likely, I think we're either going to see a bunch of remasters or a bunch of maps that follow the EVA storyline but don't continue it, rather filling it out with bits in between previous events, or a combination of both. While I guess I'd be fine with this, it can't stay that way forever. If Zombies is to stay a main feature of Treyarch's games going forward, it needs a new story. This gave me an idea. See, quite a while ago, there were some leaks that apparently Transit was getting remastered, as well as potentially Die Rise and Buried, which are the only 3 maps before Black Ops 3 not to be remade, remastered, reimagined, or fucking ruined. Fuck you, Blood of the Dead. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to see these 3 maps remastered. That's remastered, by the way, not remade. There's a big difference. Simply bringing the maps into a new game doesn't do anything but improve the graphics, change the movement a little, and change the guns. People who didn't enjoy the old maps still wouldn't enjoy the remade versions. A remaster, however, should seek to improve the maps. Which brings me to this idea I've been slowly getting to. The Victor's Crew's story, at least before Tagda and Toten, is connected through one singular event, the Moon Easter egg. In case you're unfamiliar, and spoiler alert here, at the end of the Moon Easter egg, you literally nuke Earth with nukes. Black Ops 2 picks up where Moon left off, with a new crew of survivors roaming through the torn apart wasteland, a wasteland torn apart by nukes. Nuclear weapons. Cold War? I think you see where I'm going with this. What if, now hear me out here, what if a reimagined Transit starts where the campaign ends? A bit like 5 in Black Ops 1, but much more connected story-wise. Or maybe Transit starts as a different version of the campaign, where events turned out differently and the Cold War didn't go so well. A world in which the worst fears of the Cold War generation came to life. nuclear war. This new version of Transit would pick up after the deployment of nuclear weapons from a Cold War, rather than after the events of Moon. Our Transit crew would be a group of survivors who find each other on a bus, just like before, but now their goal is to discover why this has happened, not to follow some random voices. Maybe the infamous bus route B could lead us to some top secret government site. And within this site would be something, I don't know what, but something that would lead the crew to travel to Dire Ice still looking for answers. I'm sure Tryout can figure out something. I think you get the picture here. The rest would play out very similar to the before on both Dire Ice and Buried, of course following this new story and not the old one. Firstly, this gives an excuse for reimagining all 3 of the original Victus maps without having to find a way to fit it into the story. Above all else though, this would be, in my opinion, a perfect way to introduce a new story to the community. Take 2 of the most hated maps and another pretty good map that people want to see again, and show them the love they need. Change them and improve them, turn them into 3 outstanding maps, and use them to bring in a new story, with a new cast of characters, and tie that to the story of the events of the main game. I think you have a recipe for a pretty good zombies mode, one that not only works for one game, but that should be easy to continue into future games. A story that's easy to get into, but still has room for depth and complexity. Rather than some mystical multiverse shit, you simply say, a bunch of countries that were at war use their nuclear weapons against each other. Okay, brilliant, simple to get into. But of course we still have questions. Why were they at war? Why did they turn to mutually assured destruction, which you'd have to be mad to enact on? And why are there fucking zombies? I suppose that brings us towards the end of the video. Listen, I'm just one dickhead on the internet spouting his bullshit to an average of 2 people. Hi Brad, you still down for the gold Easter egg? I'm ready whenever you are. You may agree with me, but you also may disagree with me. Everyone has and is entitled to their own opinions, and honestly, I'm no game developer or story writer. Fuck, I can barely write these videos without confusing myself. But what I am is a long-time Zombies fan, a fan that wants to see this game mode thrive for another decade, and from my perspective, Zombies needs to move on. Or maybe I need to move on. It's been 7 years, why am I still playing this game? And I'm an adult now, I need to get a job, instead I'm sat here talking about a video game to people who don't care for my opinion. Oh god, I need to stop, goodbye.